Okay, so we're going to be creating two different types of pillows, which are super easy to do. Let's start with the most basic one. So go to your rectangle tool, left click in your scene, and just create a perfect square like that. So click on OK. Go to your edit transform, Control C, Control V to duplicate that. Now just go to preferences, gizmo, and select local coordinate. It's just going to give you a much more accurate gizmo. Let's select the top piece, rotate it like this, the bottom piece, rotate it like that. And let's actually bring this top piece down further. Then I want to go to my segment sewing, and I want to sew this onto this, this onto this, this onto this, and this onto this. Now if you see it crisscrossed like that, that's obviously going to cause some simulation errors. So I'm going to select this top piece and rotate it like that. And now this dark piece that you see on the top is actually a flip normal, and we don't want that to happen. So just select this top piece, right click, and just let's flip the normal for us. Right, and we are good to go. So I'm going to click on simulate. And there we go. So right now it doesn't look much like a pillow, and that's because there's no pressure applied to this. So I want to select both of these patterns. I want to scroll down here to pressure, and let's apply some pressure to our pillow. And there we go. So maybe we'll put that on 7. And right now we've actually got a pillow. So if this is the type of pillow that you guys want, you are good to go. What I would do is I'd select everything, put my particle distance on 5 just to get some higher quality or higher fidelity with the pillow, just to see more wrinkles. But a preset that I tend to use that gives me some really nice detail, if you go to physical property and preset, you can select the lightweight nylon, and it's just going to give you some more prominent folds and wrinkles on your fabric. Alright, so that's the first pillow that we're creating, and I'm going to be showing you how to create another one as well. Before I jump to the next pillow, if you guys wanted to start modifying this pillow right now, a nice technique that you guys can do is select both of these shapes, right click, go to offset as internal line. I'm going to put mine on 10. Just going to put some internal lines basically around the regions where it was sewn. So that's going to become a hard edge. And now while those internal lines are selected, if I go to elastic, let's turn simulation on with spacebar, you can see that it just creates this bunching. And if I adjust the ratio, I can control how much bunching is going to happen. So that could be a different style or type of pillow that maybe you guys are going for in your scene. Okay, so our second pillow is going to be more of a rectangle, and I think this is going to be a more accurate way to create a pillow because we're going to be creating the cushion in first. We're going to create the cushion, and then we're going to be creating the pillow casing. So we're going to use the rectangle tool again, and this time I'm going to hold on my left mouse button and just draw out a rectangle like this. Okay, then I'm going to go Control C, Control V. We're going to be creating different sides for our pillow. So once this has been duplicated, I'm just going to grab that point over there and just move this down. Control C, Control V. Then I'm going to select this, Control C, Control V. And this is going to be the other side of the pillow. And I'm also going to make that shorter and just copy it. And then this is going to be the bottom part of the pillow. So I want to duplicate that as well. So in our scene over here, I just want to rotate this. Okay, and just make sure you are on layered surface, textured surface, so that you can see those flip normals. I actually forgot to mention that in the beginning. So just rotate it like this. Okay, so you can see we're creating almost like this enclosure for the pillow, for the cushioning, and I want to move that to the back. Now that's flipped, so I want to go to flip normal, and now I can start sewing this together. So I want to sew this onto this, this onto this over here, these pieces together. And I just want to make sure all of these pieces are sewn together so that we get a correct and accurate simulation. Oops, that's going to be flipped. And so those together. And then these are going to be our last pieces that need to be sewn. Okay, so let me have a look at this right now. I can already see one of the pieces is tangled, which is actually the back piece. So I'll just go ahead and rotate it like this, and then I'm going to flip the normal, and it should be good to go. So now I'm going to select everything and just rotate it like this in our scene, just so it's going to fall onto the floor. Press space bar to simulate that. And there we go. Now just like the first one, this one also needs some pressure. My preset is currently, it's still on lightweight nylon. So let's apply some pressure to this. I'm actually going to change the color here and just make this a little bit of a darker gray. So let's apply some pressure into this pillow. So let's see, maybe 5 is fine. And there we go. So that right now could also be a different style of pillow that maybe you guys are going for, this rectangular pillow. But again, this is just the cushioning. We're going to be applying the pillow casing on top as well. So let's do that next. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, select these two patterns, Control C, Control V, and move that to the side. But now what I'm actually going to do first is I'm going to select all of these patterns. I'm going to move them up, and I'm going to freeze this in place so that it doesn't move. And then I'm going to select both of these patterns, and I'll just bring it towards the pillow. Okay, so I'll select this bottom piece, bring that down. I can push that up. And now these two pieces, I don't want them to have any pressure, so I'm going to put this back on 0. I put it back on 0, and I'm actually going to double click on this point and increase the size. And I can go ahead and sew these pieces together. Again, if we have crisscrossing like that, just rotate this. Alright, and just flip the normal, and I'm going to click simulate. So it's going to go ahead and wrap itself around the cushion. And this is the nice thing about having that internal cushioning. It just means that this pattern is able to actually wrap itself around another piece of geometry, which makes it look more believable. So now you can see that it's perfectly wrapped around the cushioning, and then I can go ahead and further modify this by maybe again offsetting this and adding some internal lines to modify it further. But there we go. I think this is a more believable version of the pillow, since it's got the cushioning just like the real world. It's got a cushion inside and it's got the pillow casing on top. Okay, so another thing I actually forgot to do is this entire pattern, you want to select it and unfreeze it, because obviously that's still frozen in the scene, and then those two are going to act together, and this is going to drop down onto the ground plane. And like I said, it's just more believable to have a pillow casing over the cushioning, because that's exactly how pillows are in the real world. And there we go. And now, just to prevent any potential simulation errors, we're going to use a layer system. So I'm going to leave this on layer 0, and then these two pieces I'm going to put this on layer 1. So whatever is on layer 1 is usually the layer that's on top, and obviously this is our pillow casing and that is on top of the cushioning. So it makes sense to do that, and it can prevent further errors. So there we go. And then obviously I can go ahead and modify this further. Right click, I can say offset as internal line. Let's put that on 5. Let's add some elastic, bring the simulation back, add a little bit of elastic here just to get some of that bunching. You guys can play around with that. Maybe that's something you want, and you would be good to go. So that is the pillow with the pillow casing and the cushioning. And then obviously I'd go ahead and I would just put this on 5, because you don't see the cushioning underneath, so you don't really need to decrease the particle distance all the way down to 5. Maybe you can put it on 15, but this I would put on 5, and then I would be good to go. Alright, so you guys will see that I've actually given you 18 different pillows, so 18 different Marvelous Designer project files. You guys can obviously go ahead, save this out as OBJs and use it in your scene. But these are made for study purposes, just so you guys can see how I've created all of these different types of pillows. You'll see there's some with a lot of bunching, some that are a lot more tighter, and the difference with these is they actually have that internal cushioning, which makes them look a little bit more believable. But you guys can go ahead, download these, study them, and see how they were actually created. Alright, so there we go guys. I've showed you how to create pillows. They're super easy to do, and I've given you some pillows as well that you guys can use in your scene. Alright, so as always guys, thank you so much for watching my tutorials. I truly appreciate the support on the channel, and stay tuned for some more videos and tutorials, and goodbye.